Hi guys, it's Tam. This is your weekly reading for fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries for third week of March, March 18th through the 22nd, 2019. Energy is fluid, time is an illusion. So this reading may also resonate if you're watching this outside of the timestamp. It's a general reading for the three signs. It may not resonate for everybody. Take what you need and throw the rest out. If you have to stretch it like a rubber band, it is not your storyline. You might want to research your moon, rising, and Venus signs. You can watch the other videos that I've posted as well. I separate, this is a weekly spread, so I separate, again, the major from the minor arcana. The minor arcana are the nuts and bolts to the story. The majors are the universe's way of tying it all together, gives you the energy of what's happening behind the scenes. We've got you, work, love, the rest of the week, and this is the underlying energy for the whole reading. So let's get started. For you, you've got the 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the 8 of Wands, and the Chariot. So the 10 of Pentacles, it can be looked at as two things. This could, this is also kind of like my happy life, happy wife card. 10 of Pentacles is, you know, the abundance of all the things that make you feel comfortable. But this also signifies, you know, 10s are endings. And so this also could be talking about the end of financial difficulty, end of a period of financial difficulty. I would have posted this reading yesterday. I actually recorded the fire sign reading 3 times, and each time I tried to upload it to YouTube, it turned out to be a shit show, and then the videos became unreadable, and then they just wouldn't load at all, and so, yeah. But the 10 of Pentacles came up in the previous reads as well, so, and that, the last one I did, it came up here in the work section. So if you've been experiencing some kind of financial difficulties, the end of that cycle has come. And so going into this next cycle, you should be feeling you'll be back, you know, you'll get back on top. The 7 of Wands is, you know, you might be feeling the need to defend yourself. You might be feeling defensive and closed off a little bit. The Knight of Cups is, the Knight of Cups and the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is moving. It's fast moving energy. It's passionate. It is also it could signify a fast incoming communication about love. This can also go vice versa. If you've got somebody in your brain, and while I'm talking about this, I don't usually discuss genders like he and she unless it's somebody in a court card. But, you know, take it how it resonates. I could also look at, there's movement here. We've got actually 3 movement cards. So with the Knight of Cups, that could be moving passionate, or moving towards something that is emotionally fulfilling. And the 8 of Wands could also signify travel. It could signify travel by air. The Chariot is movement forward, successful movement forward due to collaboration, collaborative effort. But there's definite movement, whatever you've got going on in your life, to get you particularly out of this financial rut that you might have been in. As far as work is concerned, you've got the 4 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the 6 of Cups. This actually pulled out 2 majors. You got Death and the Moon. So you may be feeling a little closed off. The 4 of Pentacles is like it's selfish energy. It's holding back. It's protecting oneself, protecting one's interest. And the 5 of Cups is crying over spilled milk. Maybe disappointed in the outcome of something, but all is not lost. You're upset about these 3 cups that have spilled, but you still have 2 cups behind you, so all is not lost. Then you've got the Ace of Swords, which is, and this is also, these aces come from the hand of God. You also have that for in the left section too. But the Ace of Swords, this is the sword of truth and clarity. This is perhaps cutting out things that no longer serve you in regards to the workplace. And then you've got the Six of Cups, which is, you know, feelings of nostalgia. These are like warm, fuzzy feelings, and maybe at some point, or you're trying to get back to a work situation that when you remember a time where you actually liked your job, or you know, like to go back to that. And then we've got the Death and the Moon card. So the Death card is, you know, like the literal death of a way of being. So maybe whatever was going on at work, or maybe it's a death to this being closed off and selfish with, you know, your energy and time and whatnot. But death is death to the way of being. So maybe there could be changes going on at work, and whatever has been happening or the way it's been functioning thus far will be coming to a close. And then with the moon signifies secrets, things that you don't know, things that are behind the scenes. So maybe there will be something revealed during the course of this death. In the love section, you've got the Ace of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Fool. So the Ace of Cups is, it's an offer. Again, this is coming from the hand of God. The universe is handing you an opportunity, a new opportunity for love, a new, and may not necessarily be a new person. It could just be a new cycle with, you know, whoever's already existing. If you're in a relationship, it could be maybe that you're going about your relationship in a different way. At one point, you may have felt left out in the cold and very unsatisfied with the way that your love life was going in regards to a possible, this Queen of Wands could represent a person. Wands are typically fire, but I do believe Queen of Wands could also be Taurus. I think, I'm not absolutely sure. Yeah, I'm not absolutely sure about that, so don't quote me. But this person is, if it had to typify a person, this person is confident. She's nurturing. She's a mother. She could be an entrepreneur. This also could indicate you've got a new opportunity coming in with this Queen of Wands, so that you come out of this Five of Pentacles energy, come out of feeling like being left out in the cold. And the Fool card is literally taking all of your lessons, the lessons that you've learned, and you're going off on a new journey, and you're starting brand new. You're going with trust, and I'm just going to go. We're just going to move forward. And if I put these two together, this is totally being willing to take on this Ace of Cups energy, to take on this new opportunity, and just move freely towards it. This guy's going towards it. Okay. So for the rest of the week, we've got the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Hermit. So you may be walking away from something that is emotionally no longer fulfilling for you. Don't know what that is. Only you can determine that. But Eight of Cups is walking away. Walking away from something that is no longer emotionally fulfilling. Like, I don't even know how else to explain that. Seven of Pentacles. These are seeds that have been planted, and you're waiting for your harvest to bring about the fruits of your labor. It may be causing you some kind of anxiety. You might be staying up at night. You might be waking up in the middle of the night, and just laying there in bed, like just kind of freaking out over it. But understand that there's victory. Six of Wands is victory, and it's victory after putting in the work. and it's victory after doing, after putting in the work, but in order to sustain this attention, to sustain this victorious stance, you have to continue to work. Okay, so don't just, work, get the rewards, and then be like, okay, I'm done, I got my rewards. Nope, you want to stay on top, you got to keep working at it. The Hermit card is a card of healing and transformation. It's also a card of having to go within to seek the answers if there's something that you need. Okay, so let's go back here. Whatever this is that's stressing you out, you need to go within. Okay? That's plain and simple. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands and Judgment. And so with every ending comes a brand new beginning. The Ace of Wands is, again, the ace, the hand of God. You've got new beginnings all around you. You've got truth and clarity. You've got a passionate new beginning towards something that you really, you really want, you love. The Judgment card is balancing out the scales. It's the end of a cycle. 10, 10. You've got tens here. Oh yeah, we got the 10 of Pentacles and the Judgment here with the 2 tens. Again, with every ending comes a new beginning. You've got all this new shit coming in right here, okay? And that's just this week. Then the base of the reading, you've got the 7 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the High Priestess. So the 7 of Swords is usually my liar, liar, pants on fire card, but in this position and in this situation, the 7 of Swords could also be kind of like not really a hollow victory. It's partial success. He's trying to make off with 7 swords. He can only carry 5 of them. So there's success there, but it's not a complete success. There's also, with the 7 of Cups, you've got options. But the thing with these options, with this particular card, the guy is in black, which is signifying his confusion. Again, this is my study long, study wrong card. The longer you wait to make the decisions, you may run the risk of losing all of the options, okay? So whatever decisions need to be made, just know we're coming out of Mercury retrograde next week. So again, I wouldn't make any major decisions or major changes until after Mercury goes direct. The 9 of Pentacles is, this goes really well with if it's the end of financial difficulties coming to the end of some kind of financial strife. This is being abundant. This is being well manifested. This is being comfortable. Okay, and then we've got the King of Wands, which is more fire energy. This is if it's a person, this is a married man who is a leader. He is typically Aries. I believe he's Aries. It's hard with this deck because the pictures are different. So with the decks that I usually use. So this guy, he's an Aries. Again, this is a fire reading, so it could also be, Leo, Sagittarius. But he's charming, he's witty, he's a leader. This also could mean there's travel. This also could be a bold career move. This person governs and safeguards all the things that are related to creative energy. And then you've got the High Priestess. The High Priestess is for the purpose of this reading and the placement here, when it comes to these decisions for the 7 of Cups, use your intuition. to make the decision. Use your intuition. Let your instincts guide you in the decision-making process of whatever it is that you need to do. Trust your instinct. Go within. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. What's going on with you? At the end of a financially straining time, you've got some movement here. You've got a lot of movement, moving towards something that is emotionally fulfilling. This is walking away from something that is no longer emotionally fulfilling. And you've got this Eight of Wands, which is fast incoming communication or travel, relocation is quite possible. I've actually seen that in other reads when I was throwing out the cards. As far as work is concerned, there's death to a way of however your work life has been. You may have been feeling disappointed and closed off and whatnot, but all is not lost. I do believe that you will be able to go back to that time of being feeling like, you know, you're valued and you know, things are reciprocated and all of that. You've got new beginnings. There is truth and clarity, so you may be cutting something out here. With every ending comes a new beginning, so you've got new inspired action coming after this Judgment card. And Judgment is the universe balancing out the scales. It's also a balancing of the scales, is making things, you know, making things right. There is a new opportunity for love. Go with reckless abandon. You don't have to worry about feeling left out in the cold. There is newness all over this board. In regards to, I mean, there's newness and good shit. Like, you've got this, like, I'm looking at all the good cards that are popped out. All the aces, all the new beginnings, the endings. That's okay with the endings, because endings are new beginnings right around the corner. You've got victory here with the Six of Wands. After going within, so that you can answer the questions that are plaguing your brain with this, okay? Now let's go into your oracle cards. I love these new cards. I got postcards from Spirit by Colette Baron Reed. I love them because they look like little postcards. And so let's begin. Dear you, oh my, things are stirred up and change is upon you. This is cause for celebration. No need to be nervous, but know that it's okay to be afraid when faced with the uncertainties of life. Funny thing is that courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear, rather in spite of it or even because of it. Step into the unknown now and let go of the branch you are clinging to, and let Spirit take the wheel and help steer you to your highest good and most wonderful adventure. All you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest to us. There's a load of miracles being shipped your way. Remember what philosopher Joseph Campbell said? Take one step toward the gods and they will take you 10 toward to you. We're all doing the destiny cha-cha on your behalf. That's right. Don't be afraid to dance. Loving you always. So that really talks about the changes. This goes well with all of these cards because it talks about you know, going into the unknown, and you've got all this newness and change. Like, don't let the change freak you out, okay? So your oracle cards, you got the Ocean. The deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all of your cares and concerns. Then we have steady progress. We acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. Daydream. You will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you were watching a movie. This is the seat of creativity. And our last card is To Be Fair. This is the wisdom of the oracle. 38. Balance, justice, a need to consider options, mutual benefit, the law of cause and effect. Life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing, yet over time they strike a balance. You move from stasis to doing, from discovering to loving, to letting go to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause, there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. Can you find a way to achieve fairness right now? This is a time for listening as well as speaking, for understanding as well as asking to be understood. There is much to be learned, and you will learn it if you remain open and objective, weighing options and considering all sides. Your heart wants to connect to others, so allow for a balanced exchange of ideas and actions. The best kind of relationship is one which there is mutual benefit to each part, and each party feels heard, valued, and respected. Be fair to all. Now is a time for even exchanges. Justice will prevail, and you will be treated accordingly in all of your affairs. You'll be able to negotiate fair settlements. Mutual gain is the gift to you and your partners and colleagues. This is also a good time to square your finances. Take stock of how you're compensated for your work. This card signifies balance, justice, and negotiation. So remember that in all things must be fairly recompensed. Keep this as your truth, and so it will be. So this is your truth. And so if you're wanting to go back to feelings of where you felt valued, it's here. Oh yeah, I like it. Okay, and the last section. Injustice and inequity are part of life, but they do not have to define your experience. This is a time when you may observe an injustice righted and fairly redressed. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone else or are called to answer for a personal slight. You'll be amazed by the sense of power that surges through you when you stand up for yourself and others. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. Choose your cause and commit to it because you can make a difference. One thing is for certain, if fairness is your intention, the situation will be resolved for the highest good of all concerned through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. So that is your message for the week of March 18th through the 22nd. Sorry, I'm a day late. IT problems, blame Mercury retrograde. Anyway, I hope you guys have a really good week, and I'll be back a little later. I think I want to do a whole series of love readings this week, but we'll see how the IT issues play out for the rest of the day, okay? So I hope you guys have a good one. Check back, like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, and hit the little bell so you can be notified every time I post something new, because I'm going to try to start posting more regularly, okay? So I hope you guys have an awesome, awesome day. Remember, be kind to yourself and others.